Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from Amanda Crochets, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this easy crochet dishcloth. This dishcloth measures approximately 9 inches wide by 10 inches long. However, you can always change up the sizing of this dishcloth to fit your needs. And I have two different colors here, but you can always change up the colors as well to match your home decor needs, or even to just make a dishcloth in your favorite color. So let's get started on today's tutorial making the easy crochet dishcloth. So for today's tutorial, you're going to need one skein of cotton yarn. I'm using Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton, and I'm using the color khaki. You can use whatever color you would like. This is a 3.5 ounce or 100 gram skein. This is 180 yards or 165 meters. This is a 100% cotton yarn, and it is machine washable and dryable. This is considered a number 4 medium worsted weight yarn, and the recommended hook size is a US I9 or 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. So again, I'm using the color khaki, and you can use whatever color or whatever brand of cotton yarn you would like. Now I'm actually going to use a size H 5 millimeter crochet hook, and the reason for this is I wanted my stitches to be a little bit more tight. And I'm using the Furls crochet hook today, and I believe this is the May Zodiac colorway. They have many beautiful crochet hooks available, so I will leave a link to this hook as well as the yarn in the description box below, just in case you wanted to check out the many different styles of hooks that Furls has to offer, as well as the colors that Hobby Lobby has to offer in this yarn line. So let's begin today's tutorial on making the easy crochet dishcloth. So for today's tutorial, you're going to need to make a chain of 32. If you would like your dishcloth to be a different size, you want to make sure that your chain is in a multiple of 4. So I did 8 times 4, which is 32. However, you can always change up the sizing of your dishcloth, like I said, by using a chain multiple of 4. So to make a chain, you're going to yarn over your hook and pull through the loop on your hook. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue until you have a total of 32 chains, or your multiple of 4. Okay, so once you have your 32 chains or your multiple of 4, we can begin row 1. For row 1, we're going to make a double crochet into the 3rd chain from our hook. So that loop on your hook does not count. You're going to count 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. And in that 3rd chain, you're going to yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that 3rd chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is your double crochet. Now the 2 skip chains that we missed, we're going to go ahead and put a stitch marker right here in the top of that chain 2. The chain 2 in this first row is going to count as a stitch. So here is your first double crochet, and if you go right to the right of that stitch, you're going to have that chain 2, and you're going to put a stitch marker into the top of that chain 2. That's going to help you identify the first stitch of the row, as well as keep your ends nice and straight. So you're going to continue making 1 double crochet across your entire row. So again, yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Continue making 1 double crochet in each of the chains across, and I will show you how to move on to row 2. Okay, so I have 1 chain remaining in my first row, and you're going to make 1 double crochet into that final chain. And if you're using a stitch marker, you're going to put a stitch marker in the top of that last double crochet. So for your first row, you should have 31 double crochets, including the chain 2. you're going to go ahead and chain 1 and turn, and that chain 1 is not going to count as a stitch, so we're going to be working a double crochet into that very first stitch right here. So work a double crochet into that very first stitch, as well as in the next 2 stitches. So you should have a total of 3 double crochets. You're going to chain 1, you're going to skip that next stitch, and you're going to work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, and work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. Repeat this all the way across, and I will show you how to end the second row as well as move on to the third row. Okay, so I have 4 stitches remaining. I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to skip that next stitch, and I'm going to work 1 double crochet in each of the next double crochet stitches. And then in the top of that chain 2, or that mark stitch, you're going to make your final double crochet. So this is what 2 rows looks like. You're going to go ahead and chain 1 and turn. And for row 3, you're going to work 1 double crochet into that very first stitch, as well as in each stitch across, including the chain 1 space. So make a double crochet in the first 3 stitches. When you get to that chain 1 space, you're simply just going to go right underneath that chain 1, and you're going to work a double crochet. Just like that. Continue working 1 double crochet in each of the stitches across, as well as the chain 1 space. So to make the rest of your dishcloth, you're just going to repeat rows 2 and 3 over and over for the remaining of the pattern, and you're going to make a total of 17 rows. So after you have your double crochet row, you're going to go ahead and chain 1 and turn. So you're going to repeat row 2, and in that very first stitch you're going to make 1 double crochet. You're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, and in the next 3 stitches make 1 double crochet. So again, you're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 over and over for the pattern for a total of 17 rows. So go ahead and make your dishcloth, and I will meet up with you at the end of row 17 and show you how to finish off the dishcloth as well as weave in your ends. Okay, so I'm over at the end of my row and I have 1 stitch remaining. Once you finish your 17 rows, you should end with a double crochet row. So you start and end with the double crochet row, and then once you finish your 17th row, you're going to go ahead and get your scissors, and you're going to leave a little bit of a tail, and you're going to cut your yarn. And I like to yarn over my hook and pull through and tighten. Next, you're going to get your tapestry needle, and you're just going to weave in your ends. And I like to go back and forth a few times just to really make sure my end is secure. And you're just going to go in between the stitches. So then I'm going to go back in the opposite direction. And then finally I'm going to go back in one more direction. Again, going in between those stitches to hide your yarn end. And then once you feel that your end is nice and secure, you're going to get your scissors and you're going to cut close to the fabric to cut that remaining end off. And you're going to do that for the other end as well. So just to zoom out a little bit, here is what your finished dishcloth is going to look like. You can make this in a variety of different colors, and you can always adjust the size of this. If this is a little bit too big for you, you can always make it a little bit smaller. Or if you want it to make it a little bit bigger, say you want to make this into a dish towel, then you can just go ahead and increase the number of chains as well as increase the number of rows to get that desired look. So thank you so much for joining me today and learning how to make the easy crochet dishcloth. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see all future videos by me. And as always, happy crocheting! Bye!